This is the FA Cup preview show, and we're hoping for more of the same after a sensational third round that underlined the magic of the world's oldest cup competition. Historic victories, valiant efforts, and a dose of sentiment ensured this season's tournament got off to a flying start. The fourth round promises to be just as enthralling. It's the FA Cup, sponsored by E.ON. Coming up, 2009 revisited for Everton. It's Chelsea again, but this time at Goodison.
In order to win the trophy this year, we have to beat Chelsea. It's as simple as that.
Huddersfield and Arsenal have a shared heritage. Could this be the Terriers' secret weapon in North London?
The magic of the FA Cup, who knows what may come to pass.
Paul Ince's Notts County face Manchester City's aristocrats.
That's the one you want, to see the likes of Tevez and Johnson and top players down here.
Aston Villa's glorious but ancient cup legacy is under the spotlight. And the confidence isn't exactly oozing in our FA Cup quiz.
I'm used to the quizzes.
What began so well,
it was a great start for us. We went 1-0 up.
Ended in disaster, and the pain of defeat still lingers.
Hugely disappointed to lose in the final, when you get that close.
It's time now for Everton to once more face Chelsea. Time to banish the blues.
You feel like you have one hand on the trophy with Chelsea and you're playing a bit of tug of war, and over the course of that 90 minutes you can almost taste it, and so it's very, very bittersweet.
There's been no trophy for over 15 years, but Everton aren't strangers to silverware. They're 13 times finalists and 5 times FA Cup winners.
When you play for this club, when you really sink your teeth into what this club means and you feel like you're a piece of that fabric, you're well aware of the history.
I grew up in the 80s when Everton were in the finals. It's high time we tried to get ourselves back there.
The Evertonians do have special links with the FA Cup.
It was a fantastic feeling to actually have the FA Cup.
Neville Southall and Graham Sharp, Everton legends who helped shape a golden age. Both were winners in 1984, and Southall was still in goal in the famous Dogs of War side that surprised everyone by winning in 1995.
The FA Cup is for everybody. It gives you hope, it gives you dreams, and I think at this time of recession, I think it's the best competition in the world.
Once we got the FA Cup under our belt, we went into the following season thinking, hold on a minute, we can challenge, and as it happened we went on and won the league title, so it gave us the belief that as a side we were good enough.
Now Everton must mirror the winning ways of old. Chelsea are the team to beat again, and David Moyes must solve a conundrum.
The last time we played Chelsea in the FA Cup, in order to win the trophy, we had to beat them in a final. In order to win the trophy this year, we have to beat Chelsea. It's as simple as that.
It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we got them at Goodison. We can get the crowd behind us, and hopefully we can make it our day.
Chelsea haven't lost in the FA Cup since March 2008, but this has been a troubled season at the Bridge, suggesting there is a vulnerability about the holders. Or is there?
It's probably never a good time to play Chelsea, because if they had been having a bad run, they're always aiming to put it right in the next game.
Certain teams, you can select 1 or 2 players and say, right, don't let them beat us. But when you play a team like Chelsea, all 11 players are capable of producing magic.
So is revenge the prime motivation?
I think if we end up getting the result we want, sure, it'll be easy to talk about how, that was revenge. But nothing, it was still a cup final that we lost, and nothing will make up for that unless we lift the cup again.
Goodison Park is a famous stadium, a venue that can intimidate the very best. And traditional values matter. The Everton players know their history.
I think that's part of being an Evertonian, that's part of pulling on the blue shirt, is that you have to be able to be a fighter.
I think it's a vital part in winning teams. All great teams have had a certain piece of that within them. But hopefully we've got a bit of quality too.
Few can deny David Moyes' work at the club deserves a trophy. Others wonder if he's reached a glass ceiling. beating Chelsea will prove the doubters wrong.
I think David Moyes was a believer. You know, that he can see that how much it meant to the club getting to Wembley.
Unfortunately, they don't hand out freebies, you know, so we're going to have to earn everything we get, and if we do win the trophy, it'll be because, again, we're going on another fantastic cup run and go about our business the right way.
About 4 or 5 years ago, we were a million miles away. The manager's assembled quite a good squad now.
I think Everton actually need a trophy to move on from our era.
You realise how much it means to the fans, and you know, they want to feel that and taste that again, and so, yeah, it's massive.
Back to the third round, which didn't disappoint. Our roundup begins at Stevenage, where Stacey Long's deflected strike heralded the beginning of Newcastle United's nightmare. 13 years ago, the Geordies needed a replay to go through. There was no second chance here. Michael Bostwick lashing in a beauty. Joey Barton rekindled hope in injury time, but Stevenage's passage was emphatically confirmed by Peter Wynne. 3-1 and cue pandemonium. The League Two side had set the giant killing bar very high.
I think the players went out this afternoon with a very positive frame of mind, fantastic work ethic, real desire, good quality, a lot of trust in themselves, and they put in a fantastic show.
Other Premier League teams hit the buffers at lower league opposition. Julie de Prado and Southampton saw off Blackpool 2-0. Reading beat West Brom, Shane Long claiming the game's only goal. But perhaps the biggest shock came at Sunderland. Craig Westcar's cross ended up in the net for Notts County. Then Lee Hughes notched the League One team's second as they won at the Stadium of Light, incredibly, 2-1. At a sodden Broadfield Stadium, the non-league charge was led by Crawley Town. Derby County were on the wrong end of a dramatic night of cup football, Craig McAllister giving the Reds the lead. Miles Addison claimed an equaliser. But Sergio Torres' last-minute strike sparked jubilant scenes as Crawley made history. There were also high hopes for Dover Athletic at Huddersfield Town.
It's the biggest day in our history, and it gives us a chance to show what we're like against the bigger boys.
But they were 2 down after only 10 minutes. Further damage was avoided, and Dover fully deserved their standing ovation at the end. York City took 5,000 optimistic fans to Bolton's Reebok Stadium.
This is our cup final today, so we've naught to lose.
And they so nearly didn't, but Kevin Davies turned neatly in the box in the 83rd minute. Johan Elmander putting a flattering gloss on the Bolton performance. Tony Mowbray's Middlesbrough side received a warm welcome at Burton Albion, and after Gary O'Neill's free kick, the afternoon was going well. But Sean Harrod led a Burton fight back with an equaliser 8 minutes from the end. And some classic cup magic saw a last gasp winner, Harrod's strike, sparking scenes of mayhem.
There's a massive blur out there. I can't even remember the goals, to be honest, and the lads are delighted.
The tie of the round saw Kenny Dalglish back as Liverpool boss, but within a minute a controversial penalty. Ryan Giggs did the honours, spoiling Kenny's return. 1-0 United.